Okay, so I'm back with the part two of my dream. Okay, so hopefully the volume is good on this one, on this video. Hi everybody, I'm Demitra. So I'm gonna get to the second part of the dream. Mind you, the first part it was dealing with a wave of fire, um, a theater, uh, uh, a group of people talking and chilling like in a circle, and I'm like, yeah, money don't mean nothing now. I told y'all so, and all that kinds of stuff. And then hearing they don't even know yet. They don't know. So basically, they was looking at me like I'm crazy. And then I realized like, oh, okay. I guess after hearing they don't know, I realized like, oh damn. I guess I do look a little off because they don't even know what I'm talking about. But the prophecy, I was saying something about a prophecy. But anyways, so this is part two. So, let me put on regular TV. Okay, so this part is about the number 407. I was saying 407. After this part of the dream, this when I woke up and I was like wet. I wasn't sweating, but like my shirt, my tank top was wet, and everything. And I had when I got back in the bed because I went to the bathroom, and when I went back to the bed, I had to take my tank top off and flip the pillows over because it was wet. Okay, like I said, nothing sexual. The dream just felt so like real. Like what the heck? So this part is about a train. It's about fire. It's about the number 407. It's backpacks. My mother was in a dream. A guy catching a bus or a train outside. He hopped on it. Um, what else? A locker. The locker was number 407, and it was a backpack. Traveling, like my mom, she wanted me to go over my sister's house, and I believe it was my older sister house. And I was like, I only been there one time. Like, only been there one time. I remember saying that. Only been there one time. And the reason why I was saying that is because it was like I felt like I was going to get lost. Like, I didn't know the way. So, assuming that it's no GPS, it was like no GPS to let me know the way. So, what else in the dream? Like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all the details. Small balls was deflated. Um, yeah, and I remember going inside of a room that had drawers, like a chest, like regular drawers that you keep your clothes in. And I remember going inside, like opening up there, getting some clean underwear, because I was like, I felt like, like my panties was wet, like in the sense that I'm on my period, so I need some stuff to put in the backpack. But I felt like I was like bloody, in a sense, like I had to change. So I'm assuming I was like on my period. Now, mind you, I guess I was myself at this point because it was my mother. Yeah, it was my mother. So I guess I'm me at this point. I don't know. Um. Okay, so let me go into the second part of my dream. Okay, so this part, um, it was a train. So it was people in suits, and then why it just came to me like Grand Union Station. I think that's in New York, but it was like a a a, a subway station, but it was in a building. It was in a building. You know how like buildings have elevators. They take you to different floors. The elevator. Y'all know what an elevator is. This was trains that take you to the floor that you want. So it was a train. I don't know. But anyways, in the side of a building. So we didn't have a view of outside. Okay, let me back up. Let me back up. On my way to this building, that really didn't have any windows. It was like a nice sized building. It wasn't like no huge tower or anything. I was outside, and a lot of people outside, regular day. I'm saying it was like in the afternoon, maybe the morning time, like people in suits attire, people like in suits attire. I meant to say people in work attire, like the suits, the dresses, and they had other people walking around with their dogs on a leash, a day, regular day outside. Like I said, in the afternoon, nice sunny day or whatever. So I remember my view. I'm seeing this building, um, and I remember probably the only windows, like it was this brick building. I'm gonna say like 6 floors high, like about 6 floors high. But the only windows, it was like a row of windows, was only in the middle. So the windows went all the way through like a rectangle in the building. But that was like the only window. So it wasn't like a window up top, a window down on the bottom, a window here. It was like a window like right in the middle of the building. So it looked like the building was about 6 stories high. So and that's the building that I had to go into. So on the way there, it was a train. I don't know, was it a train or a bus or a trolley? Probably was a trolley coming up the street like towards me, and this dude, don't remember how he looked, but this dude was running to catch the train, the trolley, I guess. We was outside at this point. And then the train was like, I'm gonna say trolley. The trolley was going slow. It wasn't like speeding down the road. It wasn't, and then it didn't even stop. It was like one of them things you hop on, you hop off. Like I'm not gonna stop unless it's like a stop sign or a red light or something like that. So I remember looking at the building, and then the dude was running, and then he hopped onto the side. He had a backpack on. He hopped onto the side, and like a green thing on his side. I ain't gonna say a flag. It was could have been a flag. Say like a handkerchief. He had on some jeans. Now I remember a backpack. He had on blue jeans, but on the side of the jeans it was like a green fabric that was hanging down. But anyways, he hopped on the train, the trolley. I keep saying train. He hopped on the trolley, and the trolley, it was coming up my way, so I had stopped, and I'm looking at it, and I seen the dude running across, hopped on it. The trolley kept coming, and then it turned down that way. It made a so it's coming up towards me, and then it turned. What's this left? And I'm looking at it. Turned down turned down the street. Fine, cool. So I'm walking across the street to go inside this building. Went inside the building. Why in the world? I was just talking about birth control pills. And I'm riding in the car with boys, and this is scene. Don't tell me he gonna take that. The dude gonna take. And I seen bits and pieces of this movie. Riding in the car with boys, and this probably like 30 minutes in. Oh, they got a bidet in the bathroom. Oh, okay. Anyways, and this is the part where he ate the pill too. That's the birth control pill. That's how Drew Barrymore got pregnant or whatever. But anyway, because I guess she thought she took the pill, but she didn't. I don't know. This is before she got pregnant. But anyways, anywho, getting back to the story. So went inside the building. So I guess it was like a train station. I don't know. The next thing I remember is people on the train. Mind you, it's like a building. People on the trains. Okay. Whoever got on a train, it was like higher up. It was like a subway station. All the people that was inside the train, for some reason, the train caught on fire. Like inside the train, it was on fire. Like the doors closed. You know how like the train doors open, everybody go inside, people come off, that kind of thing. The people who went inside, the doors closed, and it was like everything inside caught on fire. The people that was inside, they caught on fire. I didn't hear any screaming or anything, and it seemed like it happened so freaking fast. It was like the doors closed, and the people like caught on fire inside the train. It was like the fire just happened, and then the train just started going down. So that was it. So basically another train came. So it seemed like everybody at that point knew like you can't get caught inside the train, or like the train was like on a burnt schedule, on a fire schedule, if that makes sense, because it really probably don't make sense. But it was like if you on a train, I guess people knew. Like not all the time when you go inside the train will catch on fire. Sometimes you go inside the train, no fire, the train take you to where you need to go, the doors open and you get off. But this particular time, I seen people get on, and I'm standing off to the side because I was going to go on the train. I was going to ride the train to wherever I had to go to. I was going to go there, but I just stood back and I was just looking. The doors closed and it was we seen a fire. And matter of fact, no, the train didn't even go. Oh, now she's crying in the bathroom. Let me stop looking at this. Okay, so yeah, I don't even think the train took off. The doors closed, and I just remember people being on fire inside the train, caught on fire. So I believe once that's absolutely happened, when the doors opened, it was empty inside, and no bodies, no no reminiscence of any fire was inside. No burnt particles. I don't remember even smelling it was fire. It was just like go inside, the doors closed, fire. Like I'm doing it like with the flames, fire for a couple of seconds. The doors open up, and it looked like nothing happened inside. Seats still there. The poles still standing, and then like more people go in, and that's when the train had went off. That's what happened. Okay, that's what happened. So I'm standing, I guess, on a platform in the subway for the train. Standing on the platform, the train pull up, people get off, people get in. When the people who got in, like I said, it's business attire, it's people around, like a regular day, whatever, whatever. People get in, the doors close, and that's when the fire, poof, like I'm doing the flames. Everybody inside the train got burnt, got on fire. Couple of seconds, the doors opened up, once the fire was gone, the doors opened up, and it looked like nothing even happened. And then people started getting on the train, and then the doors closed, and that's when the train went where it had to go to. So I'm seeing this, and I'm just like, okay, it's a freaking fire train. Like, I guess it was like a schedule. You know how you have like bus schedules and train schedules. I guess people who they knew that they was going to get burnt. I'm assuming. I don't know, because it wasn't like every train ride it caught on fire. It was just certain ones. So after that, I end up getting on the train or whatever. And I didn't caught on fire. I end up going on the train, getting off on 400. So I guess the floor was the fourth floor, because I had to go inside the building. I guess, yeah, that was the building I had to go to retrieve the backpack that was in the locker 407. That's when the number 407 is significant. I don't know what's going on with that number yet, but I know 407 was in my dream. And mind you, this seems so freaking realistic. I don't even know, was it me? Was it Demitra, or was it somebody else that I was in? Whatever. But rode on the train. Like I said, it was like an elevator for some reason. The train went that way. I guess it went around and it went up to the floor. So it was like a circle kind of a train. Because I don't remember like the train going up. It went, so I guess on every floor it would go a spiral kind of thing to get to the floor that you need to go to. I had to go to the fourth floor. I had to go to 407. So the fourth floor. So I remember getting off the train. Looking back, it was still people on the train. The train still didn't catch on fire. People got off. Some people stayed on, and the train just, you know, went on its way. No fire, no nothing. So I'm like, okay, good. Again, I guess it was a fire schedule. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, good. So then I remember getting off the train. It was rooms and it was lockers. On the wall, how would say like 400 to 425, go this way, have that arrow, how some places, if not all places, they got the number sequence to go down this way, to go down that way, go down this hallway, go down that hallway. If you're looking for a specific number, it says it on the wall. So I remember 407. So I got off and I'm, walking and I'm like, shoot, I don't know which way to go. I looked on the wall towards my left and it had 400 to, I might as well say 425. Go that way. Go that way. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I need to go to 407. So oh my goodness, I can't even freaking explain it. It's a wall with the numbers on there, and then straight ahead, it's like a space. People walking and stuff like that. And right in the middle of the space, it was like, I guess, a desk, like the help personnel, the information desk. That's like right in the center. It was like a desk with books and papers, like a newsstand. Ooh, that's what it's called, like a newsstand. And on the other side of the newsstand, that's where it had the lockers that I had to go to, 407. So I guess it wasn't even a room I had to go to. I had to go to lockers. But anyways, the lockers was on the right side of the newsstand. I'm trying to like picture it now. So I remember walking, and I walked in front of the newsstand, and then I went down this way. I got off the train. I looked on the wall. It was posted numbers, yada yada yada. Go that way. So I'm walking. After I looked on the wall, the newsstand right here, and like a little bit back, but like right in the center of the room. And then I'm walking in front of it, and then I went down. Not down, but I went straight. So hopefully I'm explaining it right. I see what I'm doing, and then I went down this way, and this locker is on the right side of me. So it's numbered lockers. Got the numbers on the locker. My locker was on the bottom. It wasn't on top. It was on the bottom, and it was like a long rectangle locker. I can't remember if it had a combination or if it had a key. I don't remember using a key. I don't remember turning for a combination. I don't remember that. So I guess I just opened it. I guess I just opened the locker, number 407. Opened the locker. Inside was a backpack, a black backpack. Inside the backpack, I heard memories. This backpack hold memories. Got the backpack out, put it on my back, and was like, okay, that's, I closed the locker, and I'm like, that's what I needed to get, this thing. So then I turning back to wait on a train, and then that's when I'm waiting, and that's when I seen another fire started. People got on, the door closed, a fire started. And I'm like, okay. The door opened, and it seemed like anybody was panicking. Anybody was like, ah, oh my goodness, a fire, fire, fire. It was just like something normal. I don't know. I know it's weird. It was like something normal. Like people expect the fire. I don't know. So I go inside the train. The doors closed. Nothing happened. And then that was it. I went on my way. So then I end up being in the next thing I remember is being in a room, a bedroom. Oh my goodness. And I can't even freaking explain. I remember my mother, but I think I was like not down on my knees, but I was like squatting. I had on clothes. My mother was like in front of me, like, and I ain't even had the backpack on. It seemed like she was, and it was a little kid. It was a little kid. Can't remember was it a boy or girl, but I knew this little kid. So I don't know, was it my child, was it my one of my nieces or my nephews? But she was getting a little kid dressed, like buttoning up their coat and doing something. It was, a little kid, like, so she was down there like a little bit bending over, fixing their clothes or whatever. So I'm seeing this, and I was like a little bit eye level to the kids. So I'm thinking I probably was sitting on a chair. So she was like, "This is my mom." I remember specifically my mom's face. My mom was there. She was getting the little child together, fixing the clothes up or whatever. And yeah, I'm saying I was sitting down on a chair because I was a little low. I was a little low. And I watched my mom do this, getting a little child together. And then so my mom was like, "Yeah, go over your sister's house and this and that or whatever, and you need to drop the child off to the sister house or something." She was saying we had to travel. Me and this little kid, one little kid had to go travel to my sister's house. It was like my older sister. When she said sister, my older sister came to my mind. So I remember telling my mother, I only been over there once. I only been over there one time. Like, how do I remember how to get there? And that's like when I was telling my mother, like, how I supposed to know how to get there? I only been over there once. And then at this point, it seemed like it was like no GPS. It was like nothing to tell you the directions to get there. It was like no car. I feel like we had to be walking. It was like a walking travel mission. It wasn't no, oh yeah, I got the car keys. I'm about to just ask people for directions. No, it was like a sense that no vehicles was running. Like we ain't had no vehicles, no GPS, no nothing. We had to make this travel on foot. Okay, so that's how I felt. So then, and we was in the room, like I said, with like a drawer. So I guess a bedroom or a living room that had a dresser inside. I guess a bedroom, because inside the dresser, had clothes inside, but it had the top drawer had underwear. So mom was like, "Come on, pack your stuff. Pack your stuff." So I'm looking in the drawer, and I felt like I was wet. So I probably had to go to the bathroom because after this when I woke up to go pee, I didn't pee on myself in the bed, but I just felt like okay, I needed some underwear. So underwear can be significant. So I'm thinking I was on my period or whatever. So I'm just like, all right, let me go get some clean underwear, yada yada. So I'm going through the drawer and getting some underwear for me to, pack and stuff like that or whatever. And then so once I finished doing that, the little kid that was with me, they was playing with like deflatable balls. So like say you got like a bouncy ball, but it was deflated. They was just like looking at it and like tossing it up, and I'm just like, what in the world? They was like, yeah, the balls. Yeah, the balls deflated. Like they don't work. Like, what are you doing? And they was just, you know, I don't know. It was weird. So something about deflatable balls, deflate. Number 407, a subway station or a train station, a building that only have a row of windows in the middle, no other windows. Well, of course, the door that you go inside the building, but it just had windows in the middle, like a brick building. Something about a trolley, a man running to jump on a trolley. The trolley didn't stop. It wasn't going fast. It was just going slow, and you get on, you get off, boom, bam. Like I said, the locker 407. Um, what else was in the dream? Yeah, so the travel when my mom was like, okay, yeah, it's time to go to your sister's house, or gotta go to your sister's house. It was like early in the daytime, like dawn. What do you call like dusk? When like 5, 6 in the morning. It was seemed like it was around that time, like early in the morning. It seemed like it was that time. So I guess this travel probably would have took a while. But I remember saying this, and I probably said this out loud. Only been there once. Only been there once. Like, how do I supposed to know how to get there? How do I remember how to get there? I only been there once. I remember telling my mother that, like, I only been there once. Like, you want me to go over my sister's house? My older sister came to my mind. You want me to go over? I didn't say her name, but I knew that's who she was talking about. You want me to go over there? I only been there one time. And I'm saying that in the sense of I might get lost. We might get lost. Like, come on now. Like I don't know the directions. So I remember specifically saying that, and I think that's it. Let me 407 got off the train. Well, this the train on the second round. Yeah, no screams. Theater seats. Um, small balls deflated. The back hold memories. The backpack hold memories. So something about a backpack that's hold people memories. So I guess somebody backpack is gonna have like, I don't know, pictures or things or memories inside your backpack. Um, yeah, looking in the drawer for some underwear. No GPS. Going over to sister's house. I mean, yeah, that's about it. And it was a like a bright, sunny, early day. Like it didn't seem like it was dark outside. It wasn't like um what's Batman? It wasn't like Gotham City or anything. It just seemed like no like nothing was working. I guess like an EMP. Yeah, just say that. I guess it was like an EMP. No calls, no cell phones, no nothing. And I had to travel to my sister's house with this child. And I was like, only been there one time. I remember saying that, like, oh my goodness, you want me to go over there? Only been there freaking one time. Um, so yeah, I guess that's it for the dream that I had last night. That I woke up wet. Like I said, my shirt was wet. I wasn't sweating. There wasn't nothing on my head. Like I wasn't sweating. It was just like my the front of me and the back of me was wet. Like I said, I did go to the bathroom. Didn't pee on myself. None of that. Didn't pee in the bed. Did go to the bathroom, wash my hands, came back in, took my tank top off, flipped the pillows over, and went back in the bed. So that was it for this video. I'm probably come back on. What time is it? 1:18. I don't know. I might take a nap before. What's today? It's Tuesday. Okay, my son's staying after for tutoring. My daughter ABA. When she get here at 4. I don't know. I might come back on in about a half an hour for a quick video. It's 1:19 now because I do want to talk about in another video, not this video. I do want to talk about grieving, like the time of grieving. Um, yeah, how it's all like a setup and how people, man, y'all, all of us, y'all, me, everyone who's good, who's not evil, I'ma say who's not evil, y'all gonna be getting paid to live, paid to breathe instead of paying to breathe because everybody got PTSD. So I'm like, that's a freaking disability. Everybody got that. Everybody got that. So I'm just trying to tell y'all like what's to come and whatever. So, but yeah. So that's gonna be on another video. That might be a quick video. So I'll come back in a few minutes to talk about that one. All right. Bye.